Friday morning, 8 a.m. Looks like the dock office is open. Another attempt at paying for my slip and getting gas. I don't think they have non-ethanol, so I still might have to make a hike up to the hilltop shell there. This is Picnic Island. Interesting building over there. I wonder, my guess is sort of old church, but I don't know. So yeah, super glassy out here. I'm seeing some cat's paws off to the west, so we'll see how that goes. The plan for today, I've plotted my course. We're gonna go south around Clapperton Island, probably stop in Clapperton Island for lunch, through the Clapperton Channel. There's a lot of like shoals, submerged rocks, patches of rocks between here and there, so I wouldn't say it's particularly tricky, just need to be paying attention. There's a lot of crap in between here and there. I think a lot of north around the Wabano Channel would be a lot clearer path, but I'm not too concerned because it's pretty glassy out today. So, all right, that's the plan for now. Well, it'd be a shame if I didn't get any sailing in on the last day. We're doing a knot and a half, pretty much due south. Winds are out of southwest, maybe 4. Not very much, 2 to 4. Did get my cockpit bath. I feel so much better. Oh God. So yeah, just gonna tack upwind for a bit, and then we'll see how this goes. Well, the winds are staying steady. Headed south towards Freel Point on Manitoulin. About, I don't know, a little better than 2 knots. Once I get close to the point, I'm gonna head west to the next waypoint, trying to avoid some rocks. Way off in the distance, off my starboard beam, about 90, I can see a day marker. Pretty sure that's Meredith Rock, which is off the south coast of Clapperton Island. So if I can make that, I should be pretty clear for sea room. Almost right up to the Clapperton Channel. Winds have increased to steady 10 and have moved around to the south. So basically heading due west now. So very close to the course that we want to take. This is great sailing.
Texting me at 2 a.m. from across the country. I still remember the first time that it felt real. Oh, to love again, to feel.
Additionally, we've now got a bit of a chop. Nothing too bad. Maybe 2-foot waves. So just kind of chopping through those upwinds. A little bit of water coming over. Not much. It's a pretty dry boat due to the lap strike. Kind of gross. Got these streaks of dead, man, I don't know what they are. I'll have to look it up. Billions of them. Kitty Rock. I'm gonna get past Meredith Rock and then head north. That's pretty much north right into the bay. So I'll take my main down out here and then just cruise under jib alone. Well, there's Meredith Rock out there. That marks the start of the Clapperton Channel. Behind it you can see Clapperton Harbor. So I duck in there for some lunch. Well, it gets pretty shallow in here, which is making the chop short and steep. It's hard to see. Never looks as big on video. Coming into Clapperton Harbor, it's Burbage Island. There are some nasty looking rocks and shoals just to the west of it. A bunch of birds sitting out in those rocks. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good fun coming back out. All right, it's 2 in the afternoon. Time for some lunch. I'm anchored in, 12 feet of water just off Harbor Island in Clapperton Harbor. There's a few derelict old buildings here on the north side, but it's quiet back here, so. All right, well, got some lunch, a little bit of R&R, and it's 3 o'clock. Heading out, gonna try to make Gore Bay tonight. Get some dinner there before 8. Everything closes at 8. 2 more thoughts. One is, again, I anchored off of the stern. In this case, the breeze will then blow into the cockpit or into the cabin. I've got my bug screen that works as a sunscreen as well, but the sun is beating this way, so I don't know, kind of evens it out. Secondly, not looking forward to the beating I'm about to take going through that surf. Let's go sailing. Yep, hobby horsing pretty good out here. Waves maybe 2 to 3 right now. They're really close together though. All right, I'm in the Clapperton Channel. It's a bit nerve-wracking. Depth finder says about 13 feet. Coming out of that bay, I could see the bottom. I can see the bottom here. Would not recommend with any more wind than this. I'm gonna motor through it and then set sails on the other side. It's pretty narrow. Whew, sailing again. I do not like that channel. So going through it, coming out of Clapperton Harbor, basically had to come due south to get out of the harbor. I was beating right into the waves. Turned to go west through the channel. Very narrow, lots of rocks and crap. So, and very rolly because it was on our beam. And then about 2/3 of the way through, the wind and the water are different in this bay than on that side. So there was very confused seas in the tightest part of the channel. And then coming out of it, it's hobby horsing until made it past Middlebank. But so the winds are west, southwest, west-southwest. Anyway, we're pointing into the wind, a little north of west. I don't know, I figured 2 hours to get to Gore Bay. It's right back there. So happy to be sailing again under single reef main and full jib. The winds are a little less here too. It's I don't know, 10 to 15, so a lot more comfortable. I mean, there's still kind of a bit of a chop, but not as bad as it was near the Clapperton, south of Clapperton Island. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm hanging on to the sunshine. I'm hanging on till the next time. Yeah, I'm hanging on to the good stuff. Yeah, I'm hanging on to my big love, my big love, my big love, my big Remember when we met? I think we both forget. Standing in the street.
Well, so I'm in Gore Bay, 7 a.m. Saturday, the 13th. We had came in last night, docked up, had dinner with Suzanne and a couple from Perry Sound, and then had some beers and chatted with them and Bill the boat guy last night, regaling us with stories of sailing all over these places and New Zealand and things like that. So, interesting night. Plan today is to, I don't know, we might get some breakfast, go to the market. There's a farmer's market. And then I'm gonna load the boat up, try to do a boat tour first. People have been asking for that. And then start heading home. I'm getting scruffy. It's all right. Wonderful trip. More thoughts on that later. Okay, here's the path for the day. Started out here in Little Current. I think it was called Wally's, but I think it's called the Little Current Marina now. Motored up through the channel past that picnic island building, and then out. And then I think I set my sails here and then headed south a little bit and then tacked over and then continued to get lifted through the day. You can see here, this is Clapperton Island here. In scenes like I was in, I would recommend going up and around Clapperton Island. This is called the main passage here, and would recommend, if any doubt, if it was glassy calm, it would have been fine, but it was a little bit nerve-wracking. So you can see here, I think probably this is where I took a reef in the main. Came up this little jog down here, took my sails down and then motored in, had lunch here at this harbor island, back out and then through this channel. This is where it got kind of sketchy. Doesn't really look like it here, but there's lots of buried rocks and it's a really narrow channel with really confused sea state here, right around where this point is. But came out and then was able to sail most of the way back. I think I probably hit the motor as I came into Gore Bay as it was starting to get dark, or getting close to dark. And then, it ended up here at the Gore Bay Marina. Hold up. All right, just paid for my slip, 42 Canadian for one night. It's whatever, okay? I'm gonna go find my truck and trailer, bring it down to the boat ramp, and then start the process of tearing this thing down. Good news, truck's still here. Parked right next to a Siren 17. Trailer's still on. Here we go. Well, I picked up some tree on the way out of the boat ramp. It's a busy boat ramp. I was trying to go around somebody and Took the mast right into this tree. Not too hard, should be okay. All right, all loaded up, got some lunch. Suzanne's moving some cones for me, and we're on our way. Goodbye, Suzanne.
Bye-bye.
See ya in a year. All right, going back over the sketchy swing bridge at Little Curry. I don't know if I got a video coming over, but it is not a good bridge. Jesus Christ. Whose idea was this? All right, it's Sunday afternoon. Got home a few hours ago. Got cleaned up, mowed the lawn, that sort of thing. Couple of thoughts about the North Channel in general. The whole thing is amazing. The area that I went to this time, people are calling it the Canadian BVI's. It's a sailor's paradise. Can't recommend it enough. The geography is really interesting. There's like 3 different kind of mountain formations that come together. You've got the Niagara Escarpment that comes together. It's sort of a sedimentary, and then there's granite. The LaCloche Mountains are granite, and then like in Bay Fin, that was some crazy white stone sort of thing. I'm no geologist, but and everything's only a couple of miles from each other, so you're never more than 5 miles from a safe harbor. All the islands are beautiful. It's, you know, it wasn't super busy on the weekends. It was kind of busy, but we were always able to find an anchorage. Not like Isle Royale where everything was super isolated, but everybody up there was really friendly. More so, I feel like, than a lot of the, you know, there's some places that I've visited, harbor towns and stuff in the States, where there's sort of this elitist attitude from people that have larger boats. So when you come in with a small boat, they treat you like you're, I don't know, a hillbilly or something like that. This was very much not that. Like everybody, like I thought people were trying to run me down all the time, big boats and things like that, but everybody was just trying to come over and say hello and tell me they liked the boat and things like that. It was the people really nice. The gas was really expensive. The food was really cheap. So if you can find food, you know, what might cost 15 or 20 bucks in a gastro pub here, it's like 12 Canadian. So, you know, $9 or something like that. Gas and everything was pretty easy to come by because it's all pretty close. There's only one point when I thought I was going to run out, and there was sailing all the time. So this was it was a nice week to sail. I only had one day where it was, you know, kind of a rain out, but I still got to sail and do that. Neighbors waving, you know, that sort of thing. Got to clean up the boat. I think I took a chunk out of the keel, getting it onto the trailer wrong, just some fairing and stuff like that. I'm gonna go for some more sailing in a couple of weeks, back up north. We're going to northern Michigan, put in at a lake up there. So definitely not as much adventure, but can't recommend them enough. I thought that this area was definitely better than the western end. I didn't get very far into Georgian Bay, but that's supposed to be nice as well. We'll see what happens next year. Maybe I'll go back up there, back to Superior or something like that. But 1,300 miles on the truck. It was basically 13 hours of driving one way and back. So, you know, it was 2 decent days of driving, but I'm back and ready to get back to work for now, and we'll do some upgrades to the boat and see what happens in the future. All right, keep sailing.